Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have a famous old blended scotch and a new kid on the famous from 1965, nearly 60 years ago. 100 Pipers blended scotch whiskey. There's the 100 Pipers, but you can't see them all. You can only see 4 of them. In a Heaven Hill bottle. You know, that's the Heaven Hill cylindrical bottle, that straight up and down bottle, because it is bottled in Kentucky by Heaven Hill for USA distribution. And it's just called 100 Pipers here. Outside of the United States, it's called Seagram's 100 Pipers. This was introduced in 1965 by Chivas Brothers, still a Chivas Brothers brand. But Seagram's owned Chivas Brothers for a long time, until Seagram's was sold off to different companies in the year 2000. The year 2000. And Pernod Ricard bought Chivas Brothers from Seagram's, that division. Plus, they bought the Seagram's gin line. Okay, so if you see Seagram's, just remember there's no actual company called Seagram's. There's just a brand. Coca-Cola owns Seagram's ginger ale. Chivas Brothers owns Seagram's 100 Pipers, and the 100 Pipers 12-year. This is a 3-year aged. Okay, so I bought this for $8.99 at Mathern's years ago. But I got a bottle, the same size amount. I got the same size amount 2 years ago. Haven't cracked that open yet, for $3.98. You say $3.98 for regular size, 750 milliliters of blended scotch. $3.98 at Discount Depot. True story. Let's see what I'm thinking. So Seagram's gin is owned by Pernod Ricard. Chivas Brothers, the whole company, Chivas Brothers, that division of Seagram's, is owned by Pernod Ricard. Chivas Brothers is their scotch company. So all they do is make scotch whiskey. The Seagram's Escapes and Spiked. You've heard of those flavored ales, weak and strong versions. Those are owned by Florida Ice and Farm, who owns Genesee in Rochester, New York. Seagram's, well, so on and so on. I'm not going to sit there and name all the Seagram's divisions. Oh yes, Seagram's. I'll say that real fast. Seagram's VO Gold, and Seagram's 83 and all that is owned by Sazerac Company in New Orleans. Well, their headquarters, their offices, they don't really have too much production down in New Orleans. Although there is a production facility, small at this point. Dewar's Illegal Smooth, introduced in 2019, age 8 years, in collaboration with Ilegal Mescal Company. There's the 3 Ds for Tommy, John Sr., and John Boy. John Boy, and Tommy, 3 Ds, Dewar's. This is finished. It's aged for 8 years, and then it's finished so it's aged in oak barrels, and then it's finished in oak barrels that had aged mezcal. All right. And now the price, $8.99, $19.99. So $9 basically versus $20. So is the Dewar's going to be $11 better? Oh man. Hold on. Is it going to be $11? Morning, Ronald says, Angel Tirado. Hello, Angel. All right, Angel. All right. I think it will be better, but it's not going to be $11 better. That's my prediction. I can't see it being $11 better. You know, so you can buy them both at Total Wine, so take your pick. Or, hey, buy both. Cheap and foodie, Caleb. Good morning, Ron. It's a chilly morning in Missouri. Good morning to you, Caleb. It is a warm morning here. It's like 69 degrees, 70 degrees. Going to get up to 75. It was 77 yesterday. We have a cold front stalling out. All right. So there's an essay on the back about scotch and 100 pipers and the Battle of Culloden and the Stuarts versus the House of Hanover and all of that in England and Scotland. So a bunch of politics involved, and which we're not getting into right now. But it's all traced back to King Henry VIII and his revolt against the church. It's all back to that. So see, when you misbehave, sometimes you make a lot of problems for everybody, including your descendants. So don't misbehave. Okay, easier said than done, but there's the 100 pipers being poured. Dewar's is owned by Bacardi, a family-owned company. So the Bacardi family bought the Dewar's family brands. For a little bit more because I want to keep it even. There we go. I'd like to try the 12-year age 100 pipers, but I've never seen it. Now, there's a website here for Seagram's 100 pipers. It's chivasbrothers.com/ourbrand/100 pipers. Now, they're showing the world bottle. Seagram's 100 pipers deluxe, the one you'd see outside the USA. With a Glenlivet type bottle. Makes sense because guess who makes the Glenlivet? You got it. Chivas Brothers. They make Chivas Regal, Ballantine's, the Glenlivet, Royal Salute, Abalure, Secret Space Side Collection, Scapa, 100 Pipers, Glen Campbell, Something Special, and Passport Scotch. Passport Scotch. Well, that's what they're listing, which means they probably have more than that, but you know how that goes. Created in 1965 by Chivas Brothers master blender Alan Bailey, or in French, I guess, Baillet, is a sweet, complex, and rounded blend. Sweet, complex, and rounded. I'd say more round than anything, meaning you can't taste one thing over the other, if you want to call it bland. With a fruity nose and delicate honey flavor. It is made using some of the best malts in the Speyside region. And, you know, those are mild. That's the mild scotch that have been matured in carefully selected superior quality casks. The range includes 100 Pipers Deluxe, which is what I've got today, the 3-year age, and 12-year-old, which I've never seen. And that's that. And you can go onto the 100 Pipers website, which is worthless because, oh, wait, something new. Ballantine's launches Ballantine's Light, half the alcohol but full of flavor. Oh, golly. 20% alcohol. No thanks. Now, Dewar's. Let me see if they give the. It was developed 2 years ago. Well, over 2 years, you know, but it hit the market 2 years ago. Finishing the blend in Ilegal Mescal cask, giving it surprising notes of sliced green pepper, they mean bell pepper, and long wisp of smoke finish. I noticed that. Result is a slightly quirky, that's from the Mescal, yet supremely smooth taste. My hair is itching my nose. Unlike anything before. So it's unique. It's dark, but the dawn is arriving. It's cloudy, though. Foggy. Well, they're both gold, so color won't matter. Gold and gold. Last night they did Multi Monday on Bumpy Road's channel. I was the first to go because I told him I can't join unless I can go first and get out the way and then finish my beer off air because I do Dawn Busters on Tuesday mornings. He understood, so he let me do that. So I just read my review and then made a few little comments and I was out. Then they reviewed all kind of scotch, all kind of sour IPAs, none of which I ever heard of. So I think I might have heard a New Belgium sour IPA, but I surely never saw it in a store, and I definitely never. Well, how could I have tried it if I never saw it in a store, right? So Michael Komarov had 6-point sour IPA, and most of them brought the New Belgium because that was the easiest one to find. But I never had any of those. My sour IPA was fine, but I don't know why you'd want to drink an IPA that tastes like juice. And I mean literally juice, because it was flavored with apple juice, orange juice, and mainly grapefruit juice. I don't know. I don't get all that stuff. Did it taste bad? No, it didn't taste bad. That's why I scored it a 90. But, you know, $3.99 for I guess I say a pint can, but it might have been 500 milliliters, 16.9 ounces. Still, what kind of deal is that? $16 for 4 cans, or $15.96 for 4 cans? I'm gonna let you buy that. I ain't buying it. But why would I buy it? I wouldn't want to ever drink it again. To be technical, as a matter of fact. Okay, here we go. Oh, my nose. Oh, my nose with this humidity. And I had people driving my nerves back in December and early January talking about, you're sick. You must have some kind of virus. Oh, no. I said, I'm probably always sick with a virus around here, or allergies or something. Y'all are nuts. Y'all been manipulated by the mass media to infect your mind with fear. But I just kept telling people, no, go away. You know, don't bother me. I told them, if I go crazy, it's going to be because of you, not because of me going crazy. So they left me alone. And then I was able to calm down. I was actually calm when I wasn't calm, because I was like looking at myself thinking, if they would just let you do what you want instead of giving you lectures on things you don't care about. Like when I was like watching this situation as it developed, it was kind of funny in a way. But yeah, it's really humid here. So you always be sniffling, coughing. It's common. Like, if you don't like doing that, don't live here, because it's humid, it's moldy, and everything is like that. This smells very round. In other words, very flat. In other words, very dull. In other words, not flat. I don't mean flat like no carbonation. It doesn't have carbon. You know what I'm saying? Just ho-hum aroma. Not bad. It's got to be the 100 Pipers. Now, on Christmas Day, when I realized I could not smell or taste anything, I was like, oh, buzz, oh, you know, fadiddle. I said, I don't think, but it could have been an allergy, because I've had that before with allergies, and I couldn't smell or taste anything. Not to that level, though. I mean, I literally could not taste or smell anything for like a week. It was numb, you know, like your nose and your taste buds were numb, like numbness, you know, your fingers get numb and you can't feel stuff. It was irritating more than anything, because I was like, how can I do beer reviews and wine reviews and whiskey reviews? I can't smell or taste. It kind of defeats the purpose. And I was telling David and our off-air review partner, I said, well, it tastes like cold water. I like cold water, I guess. It's kind of comical. But I used a control group to keep seeing if it was going to come back. And my control group was the Vapo Rub, you know, like the Vicks Vapo Rub you put on your chest and your nose, to the mentholated. So when I kept smelling it, I said, I can't smell anything. You know, it's like a really strong mentholated aroma. So like Christmas Day, nothing. I was like, man. Then like New Year's Eve, I said, I smell a little scintilla of aroma. And I could taste, that came back first. I could taste stuff. I said, oh yeah, taste this. Then New Year's Day or Friday, I said, oh yeah, I could smell a little bit. And then, you know, I guess the next day I could smell that Vapor Rub and make you jump back, you know. This one smells like a honey top white bread crust and a little bell pepper and that little twanginess. And they both smell like whiskey in the sense that it's grain, alcohol, because these are mostly corn. You say corn, that's bourbon. That's bourbon. Okay, all right, I get that. You done. Cool it. Yeah, well, these are mostly corn. Do they have to use corn as their grain whiskey? I don't think they do. They could use any kind of grain they want. They could use rice. They could use barley. They could use anything. But you know what's the cheapest? It's the government subsidized grain, corn, or as they say in Europe, I think they call it maize. I think in Europe, if they say corn, they're talking about wheat, you know, like Wheaties, wheat jar, cream of wheat. So there's a little confusion there. This one doesn't have much aroma. All right. So anyway, yeah, so they were telling me this lady who I've been talking to for 24 years. You know what I mean? Talking to, you know, that's a figurative. But I mean, like literally talking to her, of course. But she was telling me, you have a blood clot. You have pneumonia. I was like, no, I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown because you keep bothering me. I can't go see her because she's scared her mom is gonna get sick. My mom is gonna get sick. She's 80. That's understandable. People get sick all the time. I remember back in 1970 when I was 2 years old, I was sick with ear infection. I knew people that were sick. And they died, you know, and some made it. Like my grandpa told me, the worst thing about being old is you know you're going to die, but it's going to happen soon. I said, yeah, that's true. Well, how do, Ronaroo? It's the beer hound in California. The people's thing. All right. Okay, on to the nitty gritty. You know, it's nut crushing time. Time to crush those pecans, shell them, eat them. The thing about crushing those pecans, you'd be getting the oil all over your hands. I remember your fingers would be so oily. I love pecans. There's a wisp of smoke, like the website says. It's not smoky. Like if you're into really smoky scotches and you got to have the smoke and smoke on the water and all of that. Nah, but there is some. And you get that little bell pepper and that honey top white bread crust. The main feature of Dewar's Illegal Smooth, it's just kind of bland, you know. Most of these products are kind of bland. No big deal. It's not like, oh, I'm so angry and hurt because it's bland. Well, golly, you only paid $20, $19.99. My friend gave it to me for Christmas anyway, David. I knew I was going to like it. Well, I assumed I would, and I like it. I'm on my 4th pint. Uh-oh, I hope that's water. Most people I work with and know they eat bland food. That's their whole life is to eat bland food. I say, you want a little hot pepper on it? Red pepper? Oh, no. Red, you know, hot sauce. Oh, no. I tell them, you don't even know what hot is because most of the hot sauce is not even hot. But they won't try. Everything in most people's minds, Louisiana included, they think it's got to be salt. Everything got to be salty. I mean, I like salt. You got to have salt in your diet or you will die, literally. But everything that's over salted is like salt, salt, salt. I say, man, this is not fried chicken. This is fried salt. That's what I'll tell them. I love hot sauce. I have 10 different bottles in the fridge. See, I have one right now, that the Valentina Extra Hot. I got it so cheap at Walmart. So people love bland stuff. And I like it. I mean, I don't mind bland. This is bland. This tastes like sweet corn. What about smoke? Well, no, sorry. You just get a little bread dough from the space side. Now, Robert, the whiskey scout, said he tried it and tasted like cardboard. Well, I don't find that it tastes like cardboard. It doesn't taste like much of anything. It's just sweet corn and bread dough. It's at the most a moderate finish. Why do you think people buy 100 pipers? To swirl it around in a glass and be all intricate about it? I'm sorry, that is not why. They buy it because A, it's $8.99 a bottle. Is this a liter? No, it's a $7.50. But I've seen liters for cheap, yeah. But you can get the big jug bottle, you know, the big plastic jug bottle for like outrageously low prices. That's why they buy it, because it's inexpensive. They don't buy it because it's 3 years old. And they make mixed drinks. They drink. I told you these stories before. They come home from work at 6 a.m. They work the night shift and they watching Family Affair reruns and drinking RC Cola with 100 Piper Scotch. That's what they're doing. And they say, let's see what Buffy and Jody are going to do today, and Uncle Bill and Mr. French and Sissy. That's what they're doing. Now, Ilegal Mescal has a little sweetness, a little twang from, you know, what I said that the Mescal give it that green pepper. I like what they said on the website, that green pepper, that bell pepper taste. But I used to hate bell peppers when I was a child. But, you know, children, they don't have the same taste as adults, because children their body's not fully developed. So their taste facility is focused towards sweetness. You know, they want everything sugary. And, you know, they can't stand hot sauce at first. They think everything is hot. It's hot. It's hot. You know, that kind of stuff. Because you're not, you know, you're a child. Like I used to be so scared of getting soap in my eyes. You know, it burns. It burns. I was like Reagan in The Exorcist. It burns. It burns. But you'd be exaggerating everything, you know. And then I realized later, it's not even that bad. It's just a little soap. But this, now I like bell peppers. So I'm an adult. I like onions. I like sour cream, things, you know, adult food, grown-up food. So this has those little characteristics, and they're interesting. The body's the same. These are both medium bodied, all the way even to thin. And this finish is the same. It's a little longer finish. It hangs. Let's say it's long moderate. The other one is short moderate. This one's long moderate. Is it better? Well, yeah, it has more character. It's age 8 years. It's smoother. Illegal smooth. That's their calling card, smoothness. It's nice. It's nice. That's what you call it, nice. I gave it a 94 out of 100 on my rating. I gave 100 Pipers a good score. I don't remember what it was. Johnny Walker Blue only gave it 95. Let's see what the comments say. I love, Valentina Extra Hot is the only hot sauce you need. I like it. But I got other ones I want to try. You know, I'm going back to Cali because I'm going back to St. Martinville, Louisiana, because I bought some more of that Louisiana Supreme. So cheap and it's so good. But I'm gonna buy some more hot sauce. I'm not really like fascinated by hot sauce, but I eat it with everything. I have a Carolina Reaper sauce from Big Lots that blows my head off. It's a bit of a rush, but not worth the aftermath the next day. Well, those hot sauces don't really bother me. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't know what else to say. I have a bottle of Louisiana hot sauce. Oh yeah, it's good, mackerel. Jules says, morning peeps. Peace sign, smiley face, and a wink. Sup, please. Oh, thumbs up, please, peeps. Okay, thank you. All right, so the 100 Pipers is very nice for a relatively bland product. Question of the hour: is the Ilegal Mescal worth $11 more? I think it is worth more. Now, some people just can't afford it. They can't afford expensive products or even moderately priced products, so they got to buy cheap. That's understandable. Some of it's due to just having low income. Some of it's due to a combination of low income or even good income coupled with financial mismanagement. Most people I know do not know how to budget, and they're always in debt. So they really don't have any money. I know people that make a lot of money, but they don't have any because they spend it all. So, they're impoverished, even though they're technically wealth, you know what I mean? Upper middle class, so to speak. All right. Or at least middle class. So I remember you used to get fired up with Dave's Insanity sauce in your sausage and beans. Oh yeah. The problem with that is just too hot. I was glad when that bottle was gone. It was just it was too busy. It was too much. So this is the Dewar's, obviously, Dewar's. And yeah, it's worth $11 more. If you can. Now, some people don't want to spend the money. I know a man that makes a lot of money, but he's always talking about how he doesn't have any money, but I don't believe it. I say, oh yeah, okay. He's 80, he's 88 years old, but I've been knowing him since he was 48 years old. And it's the same old story with him, He lives like he's poor. Drive an old car all tore up, live in a house all torn up, clothes all tattered. It doesn't make any difference to me. It's his life. If it affects people in my family, then it's my business. But at this day and age, it doesn't. So, like, he wouldn't buy the illegal mescal because it would cost $20. Like, how dare you pay $20 for a bottle of scotch, But it getting beyond all that, yeah, it's worth it. Buy it, and you'll probably like it. It's been doing very well in these taste challenges. Hasn't been like running away with the show, like decimating everybody. But it has been doing quite well. Now, what's coming up? We got more Chivas. I'm going to have to skip a day of Dawn Busters, though, because I got to do a solo review of that Brandy Fundador. It'll be the first English language review of Brandy Fundador in the world. That's an old brand, but apparently nobody can get it. I barely got it. Brandy Fundador means founders, brandy, founder. From España, Kingdom of Spain. It's an Emperador brand. Well, I hope it's good. I think it will be. It was only $14 at a really deep discount at Savannah Discount. Well, what do you expect, Savannah Discount? And so I'll do the solo review, and then eventually I'll post it in about a week. And then I'm going to do some brandy taste challenges. Brandy Fundador versus Corbel, Brandy of St. Louis, Saint Remy VXO, the Martel Blue Swift, one finished in bourbon barrels, the Martel VS. So I have all of those. Those are going to be a very exciting taste challenges, and those are really tough because the brandy, the quality level of those is so high, unless you get Hartley. But so we're going to do Chivas Brothers 12-year coming up on Thursday, God willing. Then Friday, scheduling Chivas Mizunara. That's going to be a war. But I'm afraid Ilegal Mescal going to meet its match. I think the Chivas Mizunara is going to whip it. Whip it good before the cream sits out too long. You must whip it. And then we're going to go do the Sazerac brands. All those Sazerac brands that I have. The Piper Dean. Can't think. I'm looking at the bottle. The Piper Dean, the Green Plaid, Inverhouse Green Plaid, the Sir Malcolm, and all of those. Oh, I guess they'll all lose to Ilegal Mescal. I hope they lose. They're so cheap. And does Sazerac make expensive scotch? Yeah, like the Last Drop, which is like $5,000 a bottle. Or Best Offer. If you look at the grocery stores that sell it, it's like, or Best Offer. So you can buy $6.49. Oh yeah, Highland Mist, another one from Sazerac. You can buy $6.49 bottle of blended Scotch from Sazerac, or you can buy a $4,000 bottle of blended Scotch from Sazerac, 1971 aged. They put it in the barrel in 1971, and they cracked it open and started bottling it in 2021. So you can make your pick with Sazerac, high, and low, and middle, but mostly high, and low. Wow, Ron, that solo sounds cool. It is. Thank you, Julie. Brandy Fundador. I'm very excited. My last bottle of Corbel was not as pleasant as in times past. Oh, yeah? The only Corbel I've ever had was the one I bought, the liter bottle, excuse me, of their standard brandy, you know, just basic. I like it a lot. And then the Corbel XO, the extra old. No, XS, sorry, XS, extra spicy. It's got spices added. So it's more of a liqueur. And Tanya Mikowski and I did a duo review. You can watch it, it's still posted. She said, I like the XS. Let's review that. I said, okay, because I had found a bottle. And it was spicy, like, you know, cinnamon, nutmeg type spices, Christmas bread type thing. And I really liked it. So thank you for watching this video production. The clear winner is the Dewar's Illegal Smooth. No disrespect to the Hunter Pipers, but it's just not at the level. It just, but then again, it wasn't created to be at that same level. So for inexpensive Scotch, it does the trick. And it doesn't have any nasty, off or weird flavors like a lot of Heaven Hill blended American whiskeys. Those things would be so gauche. They are so gauche. Thank you.